Recently, 3 new wetlands from Bihar were added to India's list of Ramsar sites: Gokul Reservoir, Udaipur Lake, and Bhopagil. With this, India now has 98 Ramsar sites. It's a reminder that wetlands, often overlooked, are slowly getting the attention they deserve. These wetlands are part of a global framework known as the Ramsar Convention. The convention gets its name from Ramsar, a city in Iran where an international agreement was signed in 1971. The idea was simple but important: to encourage countries to protect wetlands and use them wisely. Over time, this agreement has grown into a global effort with around 170 countries now part of it. Wetlands are areas where water stays on or near the land for long periods. In some places, water is present throughout the year. In others, it appears only during certain seasons such as the monsoon. Lakes, marshes, mangroves, floodplains, swamps, deltas, and even paddy fields are all considered wetlands. The water found in these areas may be fresh, salty, or brackish, which is a mix of both. Because water controls how these areas function, wetlands act as a link between land and water ecosystems. This unique position allows them to support a wide range of life: plants, insects, fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, mammals, and microscopic organisms all depend on wetlands in different ways. This is why wetlands are among the most productive ecosystems in the world. Many species rely on them for breeding, feeding, or shelter. Migratory birds, for example, depend on wetlands as resting and feeding grounds during long journeys. Even small wetlands can play a big role in supporting biodiversity. Wetlands are not just important for wildlife, they also support human life, often quietly and without much attention. One of their key roles is reducing floods. Wetlands absorb excess rainwater and slow down its movement, which helps prevent sudden flooding in nearby areas. During heavy rainfall, they act like natural buffers. Wetlands also help clean water. As water moves through them, pollutants and sediments get filtered out. Plants and microorganisms break down harmful substances, improving water quality before it reaches rivers, lakes, or underground sources. Another major function is groundwater recharge. Wetlands allow water to slowly seep into the soil, replenishing underground aquifers that many communities depend on for drinking water and irrigation. In coastal regions, mangroves protect shorelines by reducing the impact of storms and strong waves. Wetlands also help reduce soil erosion and maintain soil fertility, which supports nearby agriculture. Beyond environmental benefits, wetlands support livelihoods. Fishing, farming, grazing, harvesting plants, and small-scale tourism all depend on healthy wetland systems. In many cases, communities rely on wetlands daily, even if they don't always recognize their full value. To protect these systems, the Ramsar Convention provides a common framework. Countries that join the convention commit to 3 main actions. First, they identify and list wetlands of international importance known as Ramsar sites. Each country must designate at least one site, and many add more over time. Second, they promote the wise use of wetlands. This does not mean banning people from using them. Instead, it focuses on managing wetlands in a way that balances human needs with long-term ecological health. Countries can access scientific guidance, technical support, and expert advice through the convention. Third, countries agree to work together internationally, especially when wetlands, rivers, or species cross national borders. Cooperation becomes essential in managing shared ecosystems. The convention also keeps track of wetlands facing serious threats. Sites that show ecological stress due to pollution, development, or climate change may be included in the Montreux Record. This record highlights wetlands where ecological conditions have changed or are at risk, drawing attention to the need for action. Every year, 2nd Feb is observed as World Wetlands Day, marking the signing of the Ramsar Convention. Wetlands exist across all climatic zones, from polar regions to the tropics and from high mountains to dry landscapes. Europe has the highest number of Ramsar sites, while the United Kingdom and Mexico have the most sites individually. Bolivia has the largest area under Ramsar protection. The world's first Ramsar site was designated in Australia in 1970. India joined the Ramsar Convention in 1981 with Chilka Lake in Odisha and Keoladeo National Park in Rajasthan as its first sites. Since then, wetlands across the country, coastal, inland, rural and urban, have been added to the list. The recent inclusion of new wetlands from Bihar shows a growing understanding that wetlands are not wastelands or empty spaces. They are living systems that support biodiversity, livelihoods, water security, and climate resilience. Protecting them is not just about conservation, it is about safeguarding the systems that quietly support life every day.